After years of pandemic delays, crises, and scandal, Pride of the Americas is finally here.
How do you say pride? Join us February 10th through 12th for Pride of the Americas. With musical guest Boy George. For tickets and info, visit prideoftheamericas.org.
In this week's SFGN, online now and on stands tomorrow, I have a look at this weekend's events. Friday is Pride on the Drive in Wilton Manors, featuring the long-awaited reunion of Thunderpuss. Saturday is the parade at noon and a party at Las Olas Intracoastal Promenade Park, with Happening Out's own Kitty Meow working the stage, along with our own Fay What, who just was announced. So you know the stage is going to be rocking all day until they turn it over to Boy George at night. Sunday is the Splash Pool Party Tea Dance at Rok Bar Day Club. I also have my interview with Flockfest founder Stephen Crawford. He joined Pride's board as vice president in order to explore merging the two organizations. It quickly became clear they are not a match. Crawford talks about Pride president Mike Martorell's leadership, the impact SFGN's investigation into Pride has had on sponsors, and his hopes for the weekend. Crawford is committed to Pride of the Americas happening. Several times he told me, quote, "This event has to happen for our community," end quote. With that in mind, he's staying until after the event. However, Flockfest's other representative on the board, Emmanuel Santos, did resign late last week. Crawford's commitment to the event is steadfast, if a bit scaled back. He said he wanted Pride of the Americas to be a success. When I asked him what constitutes success at this point, he said, quote, "The fact that it's happening makes me feel like it's successful," end quote. And you can read more of my interview in this week's SFGN online now and on stands tomorrow. And, you know, his interview was very revealing because it is a very pointed insight into the workings of what's been going on at Pride over roughly the past year or so. So I really enjoyed talking with him and getting his perspective. And yeah.
And was he optimistic?
He believes this event is going to happen.
And that's his optimism. We're having it, and that's it.
But that is the optimism. You know, there's been, Santos's resignation is just the latest in a series. You know, there's going to be a new executive director that's needed, several board members. I think, like, after this event and Crawford officially leaves, I think there's only going to be like 6 or 7 board members and directors left with the organization, which means from a leadership perspective, they're going to have to fill a lot of spots and make up a lot of lost experience.
John, in all of the interviewing investigation that you've done on this story about Pride of America in transition, first, has there been any conversation, is it too early, any conversation on what will happen for Pride Fort Lauderdale? So Pride of Americas will finish. Likely we're never going to do a Pride of Americas again, I'm guessing. That's a pure guess on my part. But Pride Fort Lauderdale will return in 2024. Any conversation that you hear about that?
None that anybody wants to go on the record about. People are leaving. Stephen did tell me that he plans to leave because he said, quote, "We were in it for the merger. After that, we're out."
Yeah.
So,
but it's probably best that they found
leaving
all this out now before they were more invested. I mean, this is being invested. Okay, This is Pride of the Americas. And at the end of the day, we have to commit to our community. So our community is going to make this happen. Our community is going to support all weekend long. Yep. And then come Monday, they're going to go, peace.
Yeah, we're done. And the other thing that's, I'm curious, we've talked a lot of different aspects of what's going on in Pride of Americas. I agree with Crawford's observation. It's important for our community and we want it to be a success. And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, let's make the thing a success. Everyone turn out. We need to turn out for Pride of Americas. But one thing that I'm curious about, it relates to you. You've been front and center for now 2 good months in terms of the exploration of what is actually behind the scenes going on. You don't create the news, you tell the news via investigation. What kind of impact has this had on you personally?
A lot of people, professionally, it's gratifying because I truly believe this is a story that matters to our community. A successful Pride is important, but any organization that has transparency issues, donor issues, sponsorship issues, and there were sponsorship issues before Midland Can pulled out and Tito's Vodka pulled out. You know, the donors were just down by about 50%, some people have said. For me personally, I am glad that I'm able to do something in the community where I can make an impact, and people can, you know, if we have to start rebuilding Pride from the ground up, we can do that. And hopefully the foundation of what Pride represents will be solid enough that an organization can still rise from those ashes.
But I'm so sorry.
Go.
And we, you know, but we've come so far. You know, just a month ago, we were sitting at the same table going, Pride of the Americas, is it going to happen? You know, and here we are a couple of days from now, it will happen. That right there is a success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a success.
I think it's great that you can pull a rabbit out of the hat, but what it sounds like what the board needs is someone who is an expert in dispute resolution. Call me. Anyways, shameless plug. I'm just going to plug it. But I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully Boy George would appear. And
Oh, wait.
Is Boy George going to be there? Listen, when I agreed to help with the parade, I'm like, is Boy George going to be there? Okay, I'll be there.
I don't know if he'll be at the parade
he won't be at the
necessarily.
parade,
He'll
but I
be
mean that
in
evening
his,
he'll be there.
his executive suite, but yeah, he's supposed to be there.
Chameleon. Everybody. We come and go. We come and go. Yeah.
It's not from the Americas.
I don't know what's happening. LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.